So why don't good vibes last longer? You go shopping, you get something that you've been wanting for a long time, it's all wrapped up, it's in a bag, you're carrying bags. You go home and you're going to wear this, you're going to give it to somebody, and you're so happy. But somehow the good vibes about that don't seem to last very long. And then the credit card bill shows up and then all the good vibes are gone. You look forward to buying a new gadget. Let's say you want to get a new computer or a new smartphone or whatever it is. And you just notice it's going to be great, it's going to feel good, it's going to be new and shiny, new car, whatever it is. The good vibes last like 5 minutes and it's gone. You go on a cruise, you look forward to this cruise, maybe your whole life or years, and it's just going to make you happy. And then it comes the end of the week and it makes you get off and it's over and you go back to work. You eat a great meal, in a few hours you're hungry again. Enjoy this joy or happiness is like a feather that just slips through your fingers and it's gone. And then you got to go back to the mall and get something else in order to catch that feeling again. What made me think about this was the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the World Series a couple of weeks ago. When you're a player, I'm sure they've been looking forward to that, longing for that, dreaming about that all their lives. And now they've done it back to back. And all of us who are their Dodger fans for life, I mean, we've been waiting for this. And you're watching every pitch and you're scared they're going to lose. And at the ninth inning, and we're run down and we're hopeless. And then all of a sudden, we're the world champions. And everyone's excited and everyone's running all over the field and they're jumping and there's a big dog pile. And then there's champagne and everyone's talking and everyone's happy. And then 2 days later, there's a parade. And they're all on a bus and they're going down the road. And here's the guy that hit the home run to tie it up in the ninth inning. There's the guy that hit the home run to win the game. There's the winning pitcher who won 3 of the games. And they're really happy. And then they give them the microphone. What do they say on the microphone to the huge crowd? Let's do it again next year. They're 2 days out from winning the World Championship of the world. And already they have moved from that pleasure to having to do it again in order to feel that pleasure again. Let's roll this back. Three-peat. It's just the way it is. Scotty Scheffler was a famous golfer, #1 in the world, and he just said openly, he said, it doesn't do everything I thought it would do for me. It feels good for a few minutes, you take pictures, and you get a paycheck, and everyone's kind of glowing over you, and then next week, you got to go try to do it again. And the good vibes just don't last. Why can't we hold on to these feelings a little longer? The beauty of a sunset or a concert. Winning. Because they're not what we were made for. We're made for God. We're made for heaven. All these good times and pleasures down here are just flickers. Like the fragrance of a flower that we're looking for, someone said. They're a little foretaste. They're like those little pink spoons of ice cream. You get a little taste. They're hoping that little taste will get you to get the whole cone. Yeah. There are a lot of things that can make us feel good in our world. Yes, there are. Having some success, like winning. You get the job that you want. Good friends. Travel can be very exciting sometimes. Getting new stuff. Seeing beauty, seeing a sunset, seeing the northern lights that are going on kind of right now. We got to see it in Iceland. Unbelievable to see that. And then they're gone. Music, making some money, getting some money extra, good food, someone to compliment you. but none of it lasts very long. And then we're out looking for the next pleasure to give us that feeling again. They're just tastes of God. And I started thinking about it this week because I heard Tim Keller, who's wonderful, talk about this a little bit when he talked about joy. And he quoted C.S. Lewis in the book Surprised by Joy. So I went and looked it up myself. And on the last page of the book, he says, if a group is lost in the woods, and then all of a sudden one person sees a sign, and he shouts us and he says, look, and all the other guys come running. Oh, they're so happy, and they're really staring at the sign and getting the directions, and now they know where they're going again. They're not lost. But he said, we're different than that. We're not lost. What about when you know where you're going and you know how to get there? Now when you see one of those mile markers, you don't go crazy. You don't shout to everybody, look, I found it. It just kind of lets you know you're on the way. You're on the right path and how far you are. But it is not where you are trying to get to. You're trying to get there. He says we want to be in Jerusalem. We want to be in heaven. We want to be with God. And he said, even if those signposts are made out of silver and have gold letters, meaning even if our pleasures in our world are sometimes really good, they will never be something that we just stop and stare and get excited about in the same way, because that's not where we're trying to go. We're trying to get to heaven. We're trying to be with God. And so we appreciate these pleasures for a while. But we're not lost. We know where we want to go. And we know how to get there. And these signposts are just pleasures along the way. So they're not what we're looking for, even if they're made out of silver and have letters made out of gold. God bless you. Thanks for being with us. Hope you'll be with us for the next one. So we'd love it if you enjoy what we have made, if you can like it and forward it on to other people, and we'll build the ministry on social media, Grace Force YouTube. God bless.